was a young flight attendant. She loved her job because she could travel to many places and meet new people. But being a flight attendant also meant that she was away from home a lot. She had a boyfriend named Jake, and they had been together for 2 years. Emma trusted Jake completely, and she believed that he loved her too. One evening, Emma returned home from a long flight. She was very tired, but she was happy to be back. As soon as she arrived, her phone rang. It was her best friend, Lily.
Emma, we need to talk. It's important.
Lily said in a serious voice. Emma was surprised.
What is it, Lily? Is everything okay?
Can we meet at the coffee shop near your house?
Lily asked. Emma agreed and quickly changed her clothes. She walked to the coffee shop and saw Lily sitting at a table. Lily looked nervous.
What's wrong, Lily?
Emma asked as she sat down. Lily took a deep breath and said,
Emma, I was at a party last week and I saw Jake there. But he wasn't alone. He was with another woman. They were very close. They were laughing and holding hands.
Emma felt her heart sink.
Are you sure? Maybe it was just a friend.
Lily shook her head.
Emma, I'm sure. It didn't look like a simple friendship.
Emma didn't know what to say. She trusted Jake. She didn't want to believe that he was cheating on her.
Maybe there is an explanation,
she said, trying to stay calm. That night, when she got home, she talked to Jake about it.
Jake, my friend saw you at a party with another woman. Is that true?
Jake looked surprised and then laughed.
Emma, that's not true. Your friend must be mistaken. Maybe she saw someone who looks like me, or maybe she is jealous of our relationship.
Emma wanted to believe him. He sounded so confident. Maybe Lily was wrong. Maybe it was just a misunderstanding. But something inside her felt strange. That night, after Jake fell asleep, Emma couldn't stop thinking about what Lily had said. She felt restless. She decided to check Jake's phone. She knew it was wrong, but she needed to be sure. She picked up his phone and looked through his messages. There was nothing suspicious. His phone was clean.
Maybe she was overthinking. Maybe Jake was telling the truth.
But then she saw his Apple Watch on the table. A thought crossed her mind. Jake always deleted his messages from his phone, but did he delete them from his Apple Watch? She picked up the watch and checked the messages. Her hands started shaking. She couldn't believe what she was seeing. There were messages from not just one woman, but many women. 10 different women. Some messages were romantic, some were flirty, and some were even worse. Emma felt sick. She realized that Jake had been lying to her all along. He wasn't just cheating on her with one woman. He was cheating on her with many women. He had forgotten to delete the messages from his watch. Tears filled her eyes. How could he do this to her? She had trusted him. She had loved him. The next morning, Emma confronted Jake.
I know everything,
she said, holding up his Apple Watch. Jake's face turned pale.
What do you mean?
I saw the messages, Jake. Not just one woman, but 10. You lied to me,
she said, her voice shaking with anger. Jake tried to make excuses, but Emma didn't listen. She had heard enough lies. She packed her bags and left. She knew she deserved better. As she walked away, she felt sad, but also strong. She learned an important lesson. Never ignore your instincts, and never let anyone treat you with disrespect. At first, moving on was difficult. The pain of betrayal haunted Emma for weeks. Every time she closed her eyes, She saw Jake's face, his lies, and the messages that shattered her heart. But deep down, she knew she couldn't let his betrayal define her. She threw herself into her work. The long flights and new destinations became her escape. She visited Paris, Tokyo, and Sydney. Each city brought her new experiences, new people, and the realization that life had so much more to offer than a broken relationship. One evening, after a flight to Rome, she sat alone in a small cafe, sipping coffee and watching the world go by. For the first time in weeks, she felt at peace. She realized that she hadn't checked her phone for hours. She wasn't waiting for a message from Jake. She wasn't crying over what could have been. She was living in the moment. She started focusing on herself. She joined a yoga class, started painting again, something she had abandoned while dating Jake, and even took up Italian lessons. For the first time in a long time, she felt free. Months passed, and Emma had completely transformed her life. One day, during a flight to New York, she met Daniel. He was a passenger, a businessman who traveled frequently, but there was something different about him. He was kind, respectful, and genuinely interested in her. They talked during the flight, exchanging stories about travel, dreams, and life. Unlike Jake, Daniel didn't make her feel small. He didn't hide his phone. He didn't give her reasons to doubt him. Over time, their friendship grew into something deeper. Daniel showed Emma what love was supposed to feel like: honest, open, and without lies. He never made her question her worth. With him, she didn't have to check his messages or wonder about his loyalty. One evening, as Emma and Daniel walked through Central Park, she reflected on her journey.
If I hadn't gone through that heartbreak, I wouldn't be here today.
Daniel squeezed her hand.
Sometimes the worst experiences lead us to the best ones.
Emma smiled. She had once thought that Jake's betrayal was the worst thing that had happened to her. But now, she saw it differently. His lies had freed her. They had pushed her to grow, to rediscover herself, and to find true love. She no longer saw herself as a victim. She was a survivor, a woman who had learned her worth and refused to settle for anything less than she deserved. As they continued their walk, she whispered to herself,
Thank you, Jake, for showing me exactly what I don't want in life.
and with that, she let go of the past completely, embracing the happiness she had finally found. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story with someone who needs to hear it.